So my dear students, let's start with geometry part 2, or I can say mensuration. Fine. Mensuration. Since dear students, this was not named as mensuration, that's why I'm naming it as geometry part 2, but this is actually mensuration. In the paper questions have been asked from this. Okay, so I'll start from the very basic thing. First of all, let's say what is the area of a rectangle. What is this? This is a rectangle. If this is its length, this is its breadth, so the area becomes length into breadth. I hope you got it. Area is equal to length into breadth. This angle is 90 degree in a rectangle. Okay, then this is the diagonal of a rectangle. Now in a rectangle we have three basic things: area, that is length into breadth; perimeter of a rectangle. What is the perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter is the sum of measurements of the outer sides, that is 2 into L plus B. We have two lengths and two breadths. Okay, so this is 2L plus B. Then comes the length of diagonal. What is the length of diagonal? Length of diagonal is L square plus B square under the root. Okay, if I take an example in front of you, I'll show you a question actually. Suppose I say this is, let's say the length of a rectangle is 24 and the breadth is 7 centimeter. You have to find each of the thing: area of the rectangle, perimeter of the rectangle, and the diagonal. So area is what? Length into breadth as per our formula. 24 into 7, 168. What is the perimeter? I told you double of length plus breadth, that is 2 into 24 plus 7, that is 2 into 31 or 62. And what is the diagonal? Diagonal is under root 24 square plus 7 square. This is 576 plus 25, which you all know is under root 625, which is equal to 25. I hope this much basic is clear to all of you. Let's move ahead now. Students, let's take up a few questions on the same concept. The length and breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio 3:2. See, L is to B is what? This L is to B is equal to 3:2. Let's say these are 3x and 2x. Now, if the perimeter of the field is 80 meter, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is double of length plus breadth, that is equal to 80 meter. So that way I can say L plus B is equal to how much? 40. What is L? 3x. B is what? 2x is equal to 40. 5x is equal to 40. So x is equal to 8. This is the answer. This is one thing. Students, you would have directly done it. The moment you figure out that L plus B is equal to 40, its breadth is how much? Its breadth is 2x. So 2x is equal to 16. The moment you figure out this L plus B is equal to 40, what you will do? You will say breadth is equal to what? 2 out of 5 parts of 40, or that is equal to 16. I hope it makes sense. It is clear to all of you. Fine. Let's start. Let's take two other questions. This is the first question, then this will be the second question. I'm doing the 8th one, question 8. The perimeter of the top of a rectangular table is 28 meter, whereas its area is 48 meter square. What is the length of the diagonal? See, perimeter is double of L plus B, that is equal to 28. So I can say length plus breadth is equal to 14. Also, area is what? Length into breadth, that is given to us as 48. Okay, We need to find out two numbers whose sum is 14 but their product is 48. I can very easily figure that out. One number is 8, the other number is 6. Okay, what is the length of the diagonal? So what is the diagonal length? Diagonal is under the root L square plus B square. That is easy to find. 8 square plus 6 square, you can say that is 10. So far clear to everyone. Next question. The perimeter of a rectangular plot is 48 meter. Its area is 108. The dimensions of the plot are, first of all, perimeter. Double of L plus B, this is equal to 48. So I can say L plus B is equal to 24. One thing, sum of the length and breadth is 24. Now it is so easy to do this question. Just check it by options. First option, the length itself is 36. Is it possible if the sum of two things is 24? Then both the things will be less than 24. Option 3 also rejected. Why? Because length is 27. Option 2, 12 plus 9. That is not at all possible. 12 plus 9 is 21. Last option, option 4, 18 plus 6. That is equal to 24. That fits into it. Also area, length into breadth. Without solving the question, 18 into 6 will give you 108. I hope it makes sense to all of you. It must be clear to all of you. Let's move ahead with further questions. Students, now we come to a very important topic, that is triangles. There are too many things in triangles to discuss. Okay, first of all, I draw a basic triangle like this. Okay, or I can say this sort of triangle. Here this is 90 degree. In this triangle, let's say this vertex is A, this vertex is B, this vertex is C. I drop a perpendicular from here to here. This point is, let's say, M. Okay, here what we have, AM perpendicular to BC. Okay, now what we say is, I just change the labeling for a minute. It will make things easy for me. Let's say this vertex is A, this vertex is B. Okay, now BM perpendicular to AC. See what happens in a triangle. How do we give the nomenclature? How do we give names? The side opposite to A is called small a. The side opposite to C is small c. The side opposite to B is small b. So far clear? Yes, it must be clear. Next thing, students. Area of a triangle. In both the cases, see, this is the height, altitude. This is height of a triangle. Here also I can say this is the base and this is the height. So what is the area of the triangle? Area of a triangle is half into, this is the base and this is the height. Half into base into height. I hope this much makes sense. This is the area of triangle. This is one formula. Okay, now I will come to another formula. Area of a triangle. See, students, I think, should I draw another figure? You take any two sides. If you take any side, let's say A and C, that is half A multiplied by C into the sine of angle between them. The angle between A and C is B. So half AC sine B, half BC sine A, half AB sine C. I think this must be clear to everyone. No doubts in this. These are the basic formulas. I will take one more formula for Heron's formula, then I will move ahead. See, dear students, if this is the triangle, what is its perimeter? perimeter of a triangle is A plus B plus C. That is the sum of sides. Next, what is semi-perimeter? The word semi means half. The semi-perimeter will be A plus B plus C by 2. Okay. Semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C by 2. Now, what do I need to do? Area of a triangle using Heron's formula. We will be shortly doing questions on all of these. Area of a triangle using Heron's formula. So how will we do that? That is, area is equal to under the root S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. This is the area of a formula using Heron's formula. And one more very good thing is, students, if you have a cyclic quadrilateral like this, its sides are A, B, C, D. Okay. Then its area will be, first of all, here the S will be A plus B plus C plus D by 2. Okay. The next thing, its area will be what? Under the root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C and last S minus D. All of this under root. This is getting multiplied. Okay. Just note down this formula. This can be useful many times. All basic formula related to the area of a triangle are here. Okay. All of them must be very clear to you. Right. Now I'll start the questions on these. So students, let's take a few questions on based on the area of rectangle. The first question is, the area of a triangle is 1176 centimeter square and base is to corresponding altitude 3:4. Then the altitude of the triangle is C. First of all, we know area is equal to what? Length into breadth. Now, base is to corresponding altitude is 3:4. Let's say if this is base, I'm so sorry my dear friends, this is half into base into height. Okay, half into base into height. Now this is equal to half, base is to corresponding altitude 3:4. This is equal to, area is given to us as 1176. Next thing, this I can say 1176 is equal to 12x square by 2, or I can say 6x square is equal to 1176. I hope so far this is clear to you. Then the altitude of a triangle is, we need to find 4 exactly. Altitude is 4x. Okay. I can say x square is equal to 1176 upon 6. Let's find it. 11, 1, 57, 9, 36, 6. So I can say x square is equal to 196, or x comes out to be 14. Got it, dear students? X comes out to be 14. We need the altitude. What is the height altitude? 4 into 4x, that comes out to be 56. Clear to all my dear students? Okay, so the height is 56. Let's move to the next question. The area of the largest triangle that can be inscribed in a semicircle of radius r centimeter is, what do we have? This is a semicircle. Okay. Fine, students. You have read the question. I am just decreasing the size of the question just a bit. Now this is the center of the semicircle. Let's say this is the altitude. I need to find This will be again I need to find the largest triangle that can be inscribed in this semicircle. What I'll do, see, when can a triangle be largest? When its length, when its base as well as a height all are maximum. So maximum possible base is this. So base is equal to R. What is the maximum possible height? The topmost point over here. So actually this is the triangle, my dear students. Clear? Yes, it must be clear. Now what do we have? Area is equal to half into base into height. Half. What is the base? Base is equal to 2R. What is the height? R. So the area becomes R square. Let's take one more question. The base of a triangle is 15 centimeter and its height is 12 centimeter. We are given a triangle. Okay. Its base 15 or height is equal to 12. The height of another triangle of double the area having the base 20 centimeter is. First of all, let's find its area. Its area will be what? Half into 15 into 12. Okay, this is one thing. New triangle area which is being asked about. What is being said? The height of another triangle of double the area having the base 20 centimeter. Double area. New triangle area is equal to, let's say this triangle area is equal to delta. So this is equal to double delta. 2 delta means 15 into 12. And what is the area? Area is basically length into breadth. Having the base 20, this base is what? Length into, half into base into height. I read out again, the height of another triangle of double the area having the base 20 centimeter. So what is the base? Base is equal to 20. Height I need to find out, and area is 15 into 12. Okay. If I cancel this by 2, it comes out to be 10. So H is equal to 15 into 12 is 180. 180 divided by 10. So I can say this H is equal to 18. Dear students, you can copy or you can take a screenshot of all these questions. I'm getting a side up. You can take a screenshot of all the solutions. Let's move ahead now. So students, let's come back to Hero's formula. What was the Hero's formula? Let's say we have a triangle like this. These sides measure A, B and C. A, B and C. Then what is the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is half of the perimeter. And what is the area? Area is S. S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This is the area of the triangle. Now let's start with the question. Find the area of a triangle whose sides measure 13, 14, 15. Dear students, please pay full attention. I'll give you two very good solutions of this question. First of all, first method is, let's say, a general method. Okay, that is not so special, but basic formula you ought to be knowing it. Semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is what? 13 plus 14 plus 15 by 2. This comes out to be 21. Okay, semi-perimeter is 20. Now what is the area? Area is as per the formula S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Just write this 21. I will write everything. Okay, 21. Then comes 21 minus 13 is 8. 21 minus 14 is 7. 21 minus 15 is 6. What I am doing is I'll create one more 21. 21 into this 7 comes over here into 3. 6 is what? 3 into 2, and this is 8. This 8 I write it over here. 21 and 21 will give me 121. 2 and 8, 16. 16 will give me a 4. So this is your area. Area comes out to be 84. I know you have understood it in very first attempt. Yes, it is clear to all of you. Okay. Next question, dear students. The next question which we deal is, next question is next solution, a better solution. We have the sides 13, 14 and 15. I need to figure out a way. Can I solve it this particular triangle by proper ABC, half into base into height method? 13, 14, 15. Okay, students. Before I solve it, I need you to be aware of a few Pythagoras theorem, and this is a very important concept which I am telling you right now. See, we have a Pythagoras triplet 3, 4, 5. 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. Everyone knows this. If you double it, then also it will remain to be a Pythagoras triplet. If you triple this thing, then also it will remain to be a Pythagoras triplet. If you make it 4 times, then also it will be a Pythagoras. Even if you make it 5 times, then also this will be a Pythagoras theorem. This will be valid as a Pythagoras triplet. Some more triplets are 5, 12, 13, 7, 24, 25, 8, 17, 15, 17. Okay. The last side which I am writing is the hypotenuse in the right angle triangle, like this. If this is perpendicular, this is base, this is the hypotenuse, this will always be greatest. Okay. P, B and H. Now what do I have to offer is, what we need to say is, this is 13, 14 and 15. Just think about it. Let's say I draw a perpendicular from here to here. I draw a perpendicular. This is 14. 13 comes with which triplet? 5, 12, 13. Let's say this is 5. This is 12. I am just assuming, I'm trying. 15 comes with which triplet? 9, 12, 15. 15 here, 12 here. Then I say this is 9. This one is 5. Does this make sense? Does this add up to 14? Yes. This is a 13, 14, 15 triangle. So very easily, its area will be what? Half into base. The base is 14. The height is 12. See how easy you can solve it. 2 into 12, 6. 14 into 6 is 84. You get the same answer. I hope it is clear to all of you. It makes sense. Okay, dear students. So let's move to the next question. You can take a screenshot if you want to. I'm getting a side. One more question, dear students. 10, 17, 21. We have the three sides. Let's say A is equal to 10, B is equal to 17, C is equal to 21. Okay. A 10, B 17, C 21. Now the second thing we have is the semi-perimeter. What is the area? We need to find the area of this triangle. You can read it. What is the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is 10 plus 17 plus 21 divided by 2. 17, 21, 38, 38 plus 10, 48 by 2 will give me 24. This is the semi-perimeter. Now what will be the area, dear students? Area will be under the root 24 into S minus A 14 into S minus B 7 into S minus 3 3. So what else do I have? I write this 8 into 3. Okay, this 3 is over here. 14 I write as 2 into 7, then I have a 7. What do I have? 3, 2 3s, 2 7s, and this is 16. 16 will come out as 4. 3 will come, a pair of 3s will come as 3, a pair of 7 will come as a 7. This is the area. Area is equal to 4 into 3 into 7, 12 into 7. I can say again this comes out to be 84. This is one way of solving this question. What is the another approach of solving this question? I will tell it to you, dear students. See, just draw the figure in a smart way and you will be very easily able to solve it. I have 10, 17, 21. Let's say this is 10, this is 17, this is 21. Few moments back I shared with you how do we incorporate a 10, 7, 15 like this in a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so Pythagoras triplet are, first of all I know 8, 15, 17. Okay, and then we have 8, 6 and 10. They both have 8 in common. They both have 8 in common. So what do? I draw a perpendicular. I say this is 8, 10, 8 and this will become 6, 17, 8 and this will become 15. So that way I can tell this becomes 21. Everything is valid over here. We can easily say the area of this triangle is half into base into height. 6 plus 15, 21, and that is what we require. This has converted this. We have simplified this triangle in the form of base into height. So I can say half into 8 into 21. This can be represented as 4 into 21 or 84. Again, we are getting the same answer. So the area of this triangle is 84. Okay, dear students. You can just copy it or take a screenshot and aside. A very beautiful question now. The three circles of radius A, B, C touch each other externally. The area of the triangle formed by joining their centers is. See, dear students. This is one circle. This is another circle. Let's say this is another circle. 3 circles touch each other. Their centers, let's say these are the centers. If I join the centers, I'll get a triangle. The radius of this circle is A, the radius of this circle is B, the radius of this circle is C. So far clear. It makes sense. Okay. Next thing. Now we need to find the area of this triangle. The lengths of the sides of the triangle are, this side is what? A plus C. This side is what? B plus C, and this side is what? A plus B. Okay. Now, first of all, let's find the semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is what? Sum of all the sides divided by 2. What are the sides? First side A plus C. This side is A plus C. The second side is B plus C. Then the third side is C plus A divided by 2. So the semi-perimeter comes out to be A plus B plus C. It makes sense, clear to all of you? Yes. Okay, I am writing it again. The first side, let's say A is equal to A plus B. The second side B is, let's say, B plus C. The third side C is, let's say, C plus A. And we have found the semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C for this particular triangle. Okay. Now, what is the area? The area of the triangle is S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This is the area of the triangle. Okay. I have, what is S? S is A plus B plus C. If I subtract S minus A, I will get this minus this, only C. If I subtract S minus B, S minus B, S minus B will give me A, and S minus C will give me B. So far clear? So what I find is the area of this triangle is under the root ABC upon, in the brackets, A plus B plus C. Does it make sense? Yes, this is your answer. Which option do we have? We have option number 1. I hope it must be clear to all of you. Now I move ahead. Next question. 3 circles of radius 4, 6 and 8 cm touch each other pairwise externally. The area of triangle formed by the line segment joining the centers of the circles is. So just now we read the formula. For such a question we have area is equal to what? A, B, C, A into B into C. Wrong. A plus B plus C. A, B, C तो I have written ना. A plus B plus C. Last question we did the same formula, A plus B plus C. So I can say the radius of the circles are A, B, C, that is 4, 6, 8. In the bracket we have 4 plus 6 plus 8. I say 4 into 6, 20. Let it be like this only. 4 into 6 into 8. In the last we have 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 8, 18. Okay. Whatever I can take out. This is 4. 6 I write as it is. 8 I write 4 into 2. 18 I write 3 into 6. What I can take out, these two pair of 4s will come out as 1 4. Next, this 6 with this 6, okay, 1 6. Lastly, we have taken this 4, we have taken this 6 also. What I am left with is 1 6. Okay, so I write this under root 6, or I can say 24 root 6. This is your answer, dear students. I hope you got it. It must be clear to all of you. Now I move ahead. Now students, I present in front of you a very special question and a very tricky solution, very good solution for this question. The parallel sides of a trapezium field are 25 and 10. Okay, the two sides are 25 and 10. Let's say this is 10. The lengthy side is 25. Okay. And non-parallel sides are 14 and 13. The other two sides are, let's say, 13 and 14. We have to find what is the area of the field. See students, first of all, what is the area of a triangle? The area of a triangle is, area of a trapezium is, although I won't be using the formula directly here because I'll be telling you a better shortcut. You just add these two up. These two, let's say, are A and B. A plus B into, if this is the height, generally this is given to S, into H divided by 2. This is the area. Okay, but we will, since this H is not provided to us, we will have to find it out. I'll tell you a better way. Just see this figure as what? I break this figure into two parts. Okay, I take this out. This is 10, this is also 10. Let's say this is P and this portion is Q. This is 10, this is 25, this is again 10. So that means this P plus Q. This P plus Q is 15, okay. First of all, this is 10, this is H, I don't know what this H is, plus to this combined figure is, I am breaking down into two parts, plus I remove this thing in between and I join these two. So what will happen, I'll get a figure like this. This 10 is taken out, so P plus Q is 15. Okay, this is 13, this is 14. So these two figures combined, you have to find the area. Just few minutes back we did this question. How did we do it? You remember? 13, 14 and 15, my dear students. The area of this triangle was 84. I can express this 84 as half into base into this height is what I require. Okay, 84 is equal to half into base into height. Whatever you can cancel, just cancel it by 3. You will get 5. You will get 28. So H comes out to be 56 by 5, or I can say 11.2. The height comes out to be 11.2. I know first of all the area of this triangle is 84 and this height is 11.2. That means 10 into 11.2 will give me what? Area will be what? 112. So the total area will be what now? 112 plus 84. We get 196. This is our answer. A bit typical question, but no problem. We have to do the solution. Let's move to the next one. The perimeter of a rectangle is 60 centimeter. Its length is twice its breadth. Then the area is C, students. Rectangle length is double the breadth. This is x, so this becomes 2x. Now, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is double of length plus breadth. This is given to us as 60. I can say this 3x is equal to 30. X comes out to be 10. Okay, dear students. So x comes out to be 10. What is the length? Length is 2x, and what is the breadth? Breadth is x. So I can say 2 into 10, 20. Breadth is x only, 10. Now what will be the area? The area is length into breadth, or I can say 20 into 10. This is 200 is your answer, and I'm sure it must be clear to all of you. A square field has its area equal to 324 meters square. The perimeter of the field is C. We have a square field. Area of a square field, what? Area is length into length. This is given to us as 324. 324 means 18 square. So I can say the length square is equal to 18 square. So the length is 18. Okay. The perimeter of the field is, what is the perimeter? Perimeter, as you all know, dear students, is 4L, or I can say 4 into 18. This will be what? 72 meter. Option number B is your answer. We bring out the next question, dear students. Now, students, let's come to the area of a rhombus. The diagonals of a rhombus are 1 meter and 1.5 meter in length. The area of the rhombus is, so just one small thing, a property of the rhombus. See, what is a property of a rhombus? Let's say this is a rhombus. All the four sides of a rhombus are equal. If this is x, then this will also be x, and so on. Main thing is that, dear students, the diagonals of a rhombus intersect at 90 degree. Okay. All these angles are what? 90 degree. If this is A, this is A, half, this is B, this is B. Area of any one triangle will be what? Half into A into B. What is the area of any one triangle? Half into A into B. Why? This is base, this is height, so half into AB, again half into AB, half into AB. So we have four such triangles whose area is half into AB. So area of rhombus is what? Area of rhombus is, I can say, 4 into half into AB. Half into A into B. This is the area of the rhombus. I hope it is clear to all of you. Yes. Now, I can write this as half into 4. I can write 2 into 2. So this will become 2A into 2B. Okay. So half into 2A is what? Diagonal 1, 2B is what? Diagonal 2. This is diagonal 1, this is diagonal 2. Now what do I get? Half into, what are the length of rhombus? 1 and 1.5 meters. So I can say 1 into 1.5 divided by 2. Overall 1.5 divided by 2, that is 0.75. Option number 1. Option number A is your answer. I don't have space to write. 0.75 meter square is your answer. Next question I take. Next question, dear students. A ground 100 into 80 meter has two cross roads in the middle. First of all, this is a ground. Let's say I start from here. 100. This is 80. The road parallel to the length is 5 meters wide. See, we have two roads in the middle. One road is like this. This thickness, the thickness of this is 5 meter. And the other road is 4 meter wide. Both roads are perpendicular to each other. The cost of laying the bricks at the rate of rupees 10 per meter square is. We have one more road. See, this is, let's say, 5. There is one more road over here. The thickness of this is 4. We need, what do we need? We need to lay the bricks on these roads, okay? So we are provided the cost of laying the bricks on the road. But before laying the bricks on the road, I need to find out the area of the roads, okay? What I need to find out? Area of the roads. Both the roads. See, first of all, what's this area? 5 into 100. This is 5. This is 5. This is 100. I can say 5 into 100. What is the area of this road? Plus 4 into 80. What is the area common to both these roads? This area is included twice. Why? Because when I take this area, I take this area once. When I consider this area, I take this area again. So this area I am taking twice. So what I'll do, I'll subtract this area. How will I subtract this area? This area is 5 into 4. Why? This is 5 and this is 4, length into breadth. So now I have 500 plus 320 minus 20, or I can say this area is equal to 500 plus 300. 500 plus 300, or I can say this area is equal to 800 meter square. Now, total cost of laying the road is area into price per meter square. The price per meter square is 10. So that will cost me total 8,000 rupees. I hope, dear students, it is clear to all of you. Let's take further questions. You have got this thing. Now one more question, I'll solve it directly. But a circular park 42 meter in diameter has a path of 3.5 meter wide running around it on the outside. Find the cost of graveling the path at the rate of rupees 4 per meter square. Let me show you the figure, students, first. Let's see the next question, dear students. A circular park 42 meter in diameter has a path 3.5 meter wide running around it on the outside. Find the cost of graveling the path at rupees 4 per meter square. See, first of all, 42 meter square, 42 meter is the diameter. If I say this is the center, this point is the center, so from here to here, this will be how much? 21. Yes, it's clear to all. Next thing, what do we have? Find the cost of graveling the path at rupees 4 per meter square, has a path 3.5 meter running around it. Now if I move from here to here, okay, this is how much? This is 3.5 meter. Clear? 3.5 meter. How do I find the area? What I need is area of the path first. How to find the area of the path? Area of the path will be outer circle minus inner circle. We have already discussed in the previous class. This will be, let's say, pi r square minus pi r square. Here, what will be small r? Small r is, I say, 21. Capital R will be 21 plus 3.5, that is 24.5. Okay. In order to make it easy, what I can say, this is what This is 7 into 3. This is 7 into 3.5. Okay, 24.5 is 7 into 3.5. Pi is 22 by 7, taking this common. 7 into 3.5 square minus 7 into 3 square. Now the total cost will be 4 per meter square. So I write 22 by 7. 7 I take common. Oh, I am so sorry. This is okay. Square is like this, okay. This way. 22 by 7. I take 7 square common. Inside what is left is 3.5 square. What is 3.5 square? 12.25 minus 9. In the end, I'll multiply this by the cost. What is the cost? Cost is 4. I have very little space to write. The cost is 4. You can see it all, okay. Now what do I do? 1 7 and 1 7 cancel. This gives me 22 into 7 into 3.25. This will be 3.25 into 4. So not that tough. 22 into 7, 3.25 into 4, that is 13. I can write 2 into 11 into 91. For easy multiplication, write it as 11 into 91 into 2 is 182. Okay, now multiply this. Anything multiplied with 11 is 0, right? First of all, write this 2. 2 plus 8, 0. 1 carry. 8 plus 1, 9. Again 0. 1 carry. 2, 0, 2. Yes, option number 2 is your answer, my dear students. Kindly note it down. A closed metal box measure 30 into 20 into 10 centimeter. Thickness of the metal is 1 centimeter. The volume of the metal required to make the box is 1. We require the volume of the metal to make the box. See students, what do we do? For such a figure, volume of metal, how do we determine? Outer volume minus inner volume. Outer volume minus inner volume. Now what is the outer volume, my dear friends? That is length into breadth into height. Inner volume, I'm saying small l into small b into small h. Achha, what is the outer volume? 30 into 20 into 10 minus. What will be the inner volume, dear friends? We have this 30 and the metal is 1 centimeter thick from on each side. So what I'll do, I'll take 1 meter out from here, 1 meter out from here. So we have 2 centimeter out. So that way it will be 28. Breadth will also be 18 and height will also be 8 this way. Okay. Now, if you can take something common, you take common. Let's say I take 6 common. First of all, when I take 6 common, so I have this 6 common. On here I write 5. Here I write, this I write as 3. Okay. If I take 4 common, I'll write this as 5. This I will write as 7. If I take further 2 common, this I will write as 5. This I will write as 4. Now it becomes, a calculation becomes a bit easy. 2 into 4, 8. 8 into 6, 48 into 125 minus 84. 7 into 3, 21, 20 into 1 into 4, 84. 5, 5, 5, 25. I'll still show you 2, 30. 6 common, 5. 6 common, 3. 20. 4 common, 5. 4 common, 7. 10. 2 common, 5. 2 common, 8. So I have 48 into 41. How to do this? By crisscross method. So students, how to multiply this by Kirchhoff method? Very easy. 48, 41. First of all, multiply these two, you will get 8. Next, this multiplied by this plus this multiplied by this. 4 plus 32, 36. 4 carry 4 into 4. Getting it, dear students. What I did, 8. 4 into 1, 4. 4 into 8, 32. This is 6. 3 carry 4 into 4. 16 plus 3. 1968. Student, this is the actual answer. There is nothing mistake in this. Options have been provided wrong in your previous year exam 2014. This is the answer. Please make sure this is the answer. So students, we have covered all the questions asked in your previous year CLAT exams. We will meet again tomorrow with a new chapter. Till then, good night, good morning, whatever time you are watching the video. All the very best, my dear students. We'll meet again tomorrow. Keep on studying. Don't sit idle. Don't waste your time playing or doing other things. Your exam is very close. Carry on with your studies. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Good night.